on times now when it comes to seeking time from the governor of Bihar. Now, what is being said that Chief Minister Nitish Kumar has sought time this afternoon to meet with the Bihar governor, and decision likely on the alliance to continue or not with the NDA, that is in all likely to be discussed and announced to the governor. What could be the next possible move of Chief Minister Nitish Kumar? First, breaking the update here when it comes to the BJP mantris, in all likelihood, they too would be stepping down. Siddharth.
Absolutely, and of course this has been brewing for quite some time. Serious differences cropping up from within the NDA alliance in the state of Bihar, and it appears now that this was the last straw that broke the camel's back, which has prompted Nitish Kumar, the Chief Minister of Bihar, to seek time now with the governor of Bihar. Let me go across to Aishwarya for more on this. Aishwarya, is the fall of the NDA in Bihar now imminent? What are you picking up?
Aishwarya, if you can hear us, just give us the details. What is being said that Nitish Kumar has sought a time and appointment to meet with the governor of Bihar? All right, just getting back to Aishwarya in just a bit, but this was a meeting that was called with all of the MLAs and the MPs of the JDU. They were summoned in a hurry. This was an emergency meeting that was chaired by Nitish Kumar. It remains to be seen in the run-up to the meeting, this emergency meeting that has been called, what is the possible and the likely decision that Nitish Kumar has come up with. Because what is being said that the coming 24 hours are extremely crucial, but the said to be the BJP and the centre also closely monitoring this situation. It is also being said that there was a phone conversation that happened between the Union Home Minister and Nitish Kumar, but did it yield to any results? Because now what is being said so far, Aishwarya, if you can hear me now, the BJP mantris are all set to step down and Nitish Kumar has sought time with the governor. What are you hearing?
Well, that's right. Sources have been clearly indicating that Nitish Kumar has sought time from the governor between 1 to 2 p.m. today, and where I am reporting is this residence of Rabri Devi, 10 Circular Road, and a letter of support by RJD, Congress and left parties are being signed by all the MLAs, and it will be handed over in support of JDU to Nitish Kumar, and soon after that Nitish Kumar will be going to meet governor. That's what the sources within the RJD and JDU have been indicating to us, but still we have to wait few hours more to know that what will be the real picture, because as we were also discussing that Home Minister Amit Shah yesterday had a word, but Nitish Kumar have been very adamant of coming out of the alliance with the BJP, and that's very clear now, as the MPs and MLAs from all these three parties from Mahagathbandhan have arrived over here. As you can see clearly in these visuals, all the MPs have been here, and Tej Pratap Yadav welcoming each and every MLA, just not from the RJD but also from Congress and left at the door, and clearly a letter of support is being signed. A lot of political developments taking at this point of time as far as Bihar politics is concerned very fast, as we are also witnessing that Congress on the other side have started its meeting at Ajit Sharma's residence, and there they have clearly said that Nitish Kumar will be the face of this Mahagathbandhan's government, and they are in support of Nitish Kumar, that he could be the chief minister. But yesterday when I had a word with the Congress Bihar president, they were saying that Tejasvi Yadav is Mahagathbandhan's leader and they wanted the government under them. So yes, of course, there have been a lot of statements coming in from different party leaders, but it is the JDU which is holding its a separate meeting at Chief Minister's residence, and on the other side, currently the meeting which is underway is at Rabri Devi's residence, where RJD MLAs, Congress MLAs and left party MLAs are gathered, and we have been told that a letter of support for JDU is being prepared, and that's being signed, which will be forwarded to Nitish Kumar, where he will be going soon to meet governor. On my right, this is Nitish Kumar's residence. Just 1.5 hours back, he reached at his residence where the meeting of JDU started. A series of meetings. Remember, JDU called today the member of parliament and the MLAs, where they will be deciding on what is going to happen next as far as their stance is concerned. But top sources within the JDU has clearly indicated that Nitish Kumar has made his mind to quit NDA, and today by this evening many things will be very clear as far as the current government of Bihar is concerned.
And Aishwarya, it's no coincidence that the RJD was having a meeting simultaneously of its MPs as well as MLAs to discuss the proceedings in Bihar. But the RJD commands serious support within the Legislative Assembly. They have as many as 80 MLAs as opposed to 45 from the JDU. How do you see those dynamics playing out? Because clearly RJD is the dominant party in this imminent newly formed Mahagathbandhan that dates back to 2015.
Well, currently RJD remains the single largest party in the state of Bihar, but on the other side, what we are also witnessing is the disciplinary committee report has come out, in which 18 of the RJD MLAs can also be suspended because of what happened recently in the Bihar Assembly. Now, if those 18 MLAs will be suspended, then the numbers will come down certainly of the RJD, and RJD will be the second largest party, and BJP will emerge as the first single largest party.
We have Mr. Kirti Azad who's joining us on the phone line. Of course, he knows Bihar politics better than most. Mr. Azad, thank you for speaking to us. How do you see the things panning out now in the state of Bihar? Do you see the NDA government collapsing?
Well, it was long overdue, because for all that was happening in this double-engine government was that Nitish Kumar was being blamed for all the problems that were taking place, knowing very well that BJP is in coalition with them in Bihar. So it was unnecessarily his name was being tarnished. It should have been the NDA government who should have been blamed for all the follies that were taking place. And obviously he was under tremendous pressure by the BJP people heckling him every day. And I think that was basically the norm and the strategy that the BJP had been following for a very long time.
And Mr. Azad, the RJD, of course, commands a lot of support in the assembly. They have as many as 80 MLAs. Do you see them supporting Nitish as the chief minister? Because the JDU only has 45 MLAs.
Well, let us see what happens. I mean, it's too early. Let's wait till to cross the bridge when we get to the bridge. But I feel that the reason for Nitish losing his seats and getting to about 45, the reason was that his image was being tarnished and not the BJP was being involved. Now, BJP was kept on the side as if it's the mute bystander and mute chaps, and they have not done anything. It's only Nitish Kumar is doing it. That is how he lost his seats and BJP gained it. If it was blamed that the NDA is not doing well, then they wouldn't have formed the government this time, and RJD and the alliance would have come in.
And a final question to you, Mr. Azad. You were formerly a member of the Congress party as well, and they were widely accused of having dragged down the RJD-Congress alliance by way of electoral results in the 2020 elections. How do you see the dynamics playing out with them also being part of this new alliance that is expected to come up?
Well, I'm no spokesperson for the Congress, but yes, I do remember during that time when we were reduced to 17 seats out of 70 that we got. The simple reason was that we given all losing seats. Even our winning seats were taken by RJD. And unfortunately, the state in charge couldn't bargain and at least fight for his own seats. So we basically sold our seats to the RJD, just gave them away on a platter.
Right. Many thanks for your perspective there. The Nitish Kumar government, together with the BJP, it's widely speculated may collapse any moment for the simple reason that Mr. Nitish Kumar has now sought an appointment with the governor of Bihar. Let's go across once again to Aishwarya. Thank you, Mr. Azad, for joining us. Aishwarya, what can you tell us about what you're picking up right now from outside the RJD office in Patna?
Currently the meeting is underway of the RJD MLAs and the Member of Parliament as well. What we have witnessed is that just not the RJD MLAs but also the left party MLAs and the Congress MLAs have also gathered over here, and Tej Pratap Yadav have been welcoming them personally at Rabri Devi's residence at 10 Circular Road. And as I was mentioning, a letter of support to JDU is being prepared. It's being signed by all the member of Legislative Assembly, members of the RJD and the left parties and Congress as well. And soon after that, as I mentioned, that Nitish Kumar has sought a time from Governor, and he will be visiting Governor's residence, where he will be submitting that letter of support that will be handed over. Jagnanand Singh, who is the RJD state president, just went out of Rabri Devi's residence, where he was also in this meeting. And what we are getting from our sources is that he might have taken that letter of support and could have gone to Nitish Kumar's residence to hand over that support. But still, the meeting is underway. A lot of MLAs are still here at Rabri Devi's residence, where the meeting is taking place to decide the fate of what is going to happen next as far as Bihar politics is concerned. But on the other side, if today the letter of support is being given to the governor, then tomorrow would be the day where Nitish Kumar can take oath as the Chief Minister of the fresh government formation. This is what we are hearing from some of the MLAs who have gone inside. They have said this off the record, but clearly this has been indicated as the letter of support is being signed over here. But it will be very interesting to see that when Congress has been saying that Tejasvi Yadav is the leader of Mahagathbandhan, whether the RJD, which is the single largest party, and Congress, which has 19 MLAs, will see Nitish Kumar as the Chief Minister of the new formed government, and what will be the fate of Tejasvi Yadav in this new formed government in Bihar.
All right, Aishwarya, stay on with us. Let me go across to Aditya as well. Aditya, now a series of events that unfolded that were in themselves a clear indication that, the collapse of the JDU-BJP alliance is pretty much on the cards. But now it is getting affirmed by the hour that this is likely to happen the coming few hours. An all-important meeting that is currently underway of the JDU camp. Anything that you're picking up on the same?